will kill pretty much every time someone come close to him. It's like, why are we not putting him on the op and not actually having him go for any play? They're still let him take mid, short, lower tunnels, all of this. Just do kind of whatever you want. So I don't know. That was it was a game.
It's a bit compared to the mouse game we had earlier. We were like, man, this is fun stuff to watch. It was just frustrating. And sure, we had a couple of this with the 1v3, the Donk 3K, 4K admit and whatnot, but there's a frustrating game overall, even if you're a Spirit or a Mongols fan.
Just to continue the relationship bit, I just realized what it must feel like to be a shrink. Because I sat here, it's like having an old married couple just disappointed in their partner. You were disappointed in Spirit, you were disappointed in Mongols. So I'm going to try some psychological BS. I don't know if this works. I've never been to therapy, but I watch a lot of TV, so let's try.
Drop something and turn it around. And
I'm not going to do that, but I am going to ask you, can we get one positive thought about Mongols and Spirit?
I'm doing Spirit?
Yeah, because you were pretty mean about them.
Yeah, I mean, okay.
Donk's pretty good, right?
No way, no way.
I think again, I think the macro and early round was really good from Spirit, and then the T side I think was really good, even finishing his rounds. But just the CT side, mid to late round, was not. It was just too passive, and honestly, even some of the towards the later halves, they would get the entry, then they would chill way too much and give too much space to not go for some like proactivity later on. That's what needs to be better. It can be better, I think.
Positive about Mongols, Blair?
There's nothing positive about the Mongols. I'm kidding. All right. I'll give you one thing, though. Considering
Era can't play much worse than this.
Surely can't play much worse than this. And also, by the way, they do have a tendency where, you know, even if the chips are down, they always do never give up in a way. Even though it might be ugly, even though it might be rough, they always manage to bring it back. But the positive, and I'm going to keep repeating this because it's not too much, 9-10 is a positive. This guy, let's just, you know, zoom out a couple of years, right? When he came in alongside Mazzino, he was the player who was kind of like on a chopping block, so to speak. People like, surely you can find a better opera than this. And even this conversation saying there are no real good operas in Mongolia, but over the years, the ascent of the Mongols went alongside ascent of 9-10, and right now, when you lose Senzu, there are big question marks as to what's going to be happening with the team, where Mazzino is kind of, you know, iffy, Techno is up and down, Blitz is struggling as well, Cobras is a new kid in the block, who's a guy who's like, you know what, screw it, I'm going to put on the big boy pants and do my job. 9-10. He, for me, is a shining star for them.
I mean, for me, the question is like, even if you think about like top 3 operas at this tournament, you want to say Monasi, obviously. You want to say probably Shiro. Molodoy's form has not been that good.
Molodoy did,
you know,
completely wrecked.
Torzi's form has not been that good. Like, you might as well just say 9-10 is probably the top 3 operas at this tournament. I mean, for me, the question is like, even if you think about...
I'll let you ponder that.
I'll think about it, yeah.
You have a think about that. We'll circle back. Let's chat about Ancient now and the future. The future of your relationships with these teams. How does this map define those relationships?
I like how he just tried to force us into an arbiter relationship. It's not a relationship. Look, here's the thing. Last time these two teams played Ancient, they didn't play it, right? I think it was a long, long time ago, and I think it was...
Last time they played it...
And now you know how to screen record your Geometry Dash gaming sessions. You're going to want to go to obsproject.com, download and install OBS Studio. After you install it, the first thing that's going to open on the screen is the auto configuration wizard. Select the second option and click next. Under video settings, just hit next and then apply settings. This is what your basic OBS Studio looks like. You're going to go down to this section that says sources. Click the plus button, click game capture, click OK. We're going to select the window is Geometry Dash. And then if you have to resize it, just drag this square in the top corner, pull it on down until it fits right into your screen. The next setup you want to make sure you got is your audio. Go to settings and then go to audio and then make sure your desktop audio is set to your default. That should work just fine. So now when I have the sound turned on in Geometry Dash, you should be hearing it. And now
yeah, it certainly looked good in that sense.
to your default, that should work just fine. So now when I have the sound turned on in Geometry Dash, you should be hearing it. And now
yeah, it certainly looked good in that sense.
to your default, that should should work just fine. So now when I have the sound turned on in Geometry Dash, you should be hearing it. And now
Yeah, it certainly looked good in that sense.
to your default, that should work just fine. So now when I have the sound turned on in Geometry Dash, you should be hearing it. And now
Yeah, it certainly looked good in that sense.
Joining us here in Astana is the Mongols. I think it's your favourite players, favourite team. That's how I would describe it. So I've got Blitz with me here, the IGL of the team going through it all. Blitz, you had a bit of time off since Bucharest. Last tournament you guys played, so you got third place there. I wanted to start by asking you, how do you feel so far with Mongols' performance this year in 2026 overall?
In this year, maybe we did not make it good because we just reached all the playoffs and no trophies, and maybe it's not good, but not bad. We just made so many playoffs, and it's not bad.
Do you feel like, say, Krakow, I know you guys did not practice before that tournament, so it's quite a hard one to go through. Including the poker, we were very good teams there. The poker, yes, that was an event where it looked like you could be a team that could win the whole event. What was this? Why was this not a possible to go further?
We lost to
from being able to lift the trophy or make grand finals?
comfortable here.
Now, what are your expectations for this event? You should make playoffs, you should have a chance to lift trophy on... Where's your confidence at?
In this event, maybe we would reach the playoffs easily, I think. And right now, I think we must reach the playoffs. And what the chances of being 50-50?
Well, Blitz says they must reach the playoffs. The winner of this series is just a game away from doing exactly that. Right now, though, firing comeback from the Mongols denied on Dust 2. Spirit's map pick narrowly closing it out, and now it's 3 halves, and it's 13-11. Now, Hugo, we get ready to head to Ancient, the Mongols map pick. They look to try and make this one a 3-mapper.
Always enjoy watching Spirit on these sides because it's nice to watch other teams try and counter their mid-takes, right? Donk often coming out on elbows, very aggressive, right? We see Marcy the same on Harvey, the way the teams try to deal with this player. And, you know, what a Mongols got up there, right? How are they going to in this second half of the series? The Mongols are picking. So, coming, running away from Mirage is our third of this cycle. Should we get there? Destroyed them. They're on a bit of a Mongolian run right now, our Team Spirit, as they seek to defend their title here in the starter. Getting ready for a pistol win. Here's the Team Spirit. Side Mongols. After seeing that second half, wait for our answers about Donk out with it. Mongols on the show. Slow start on a couple of players, 9-10.
They did 9-10 already. 4-2. Trickier, harder opposition in Team Spirit. He's the guy at the front of the pack in this pistol round, and the A site is wide open.
Company home indeed. Blitz has done that covered from the back. He's on to Spirit Optics is alone right now. He still gets his headshot. They're flooding out of Temple and CT. It's going to be a messy round. Donk another kill. Zontix will fall. Donk is just having a moment here in this site. Triple headshot out of Donk. Blitz is too late to the party. Spirit already eaten the cake. There is no way to save this from Donk's grasp. 4 headshots, lock in a pistol for Spirit.
And wow, you know, we were kind of waiting for Donk's impact across map 1. He finally found it by the end of Dust 2. And he's brought that into Ancient. Hell of a pistol round. Let's see these from his POV.
As ever. Force for the Mongols should be no surprise.
The Mongols say, yeah, that's not a sign of things to come.
Donk playing well. You know what? I think it might be. He gets nades stacked in this round. So already a punishing start for Donk, but Mongols only have 1 rifle here. An effect of the single kill in this.
And he is wide open again.
We'll retake. Or we won't. Magic's ready for the block.
Lucky with cave smoke. Now you're going to die.
obvious now, doesn't it, right, with how long Mongols have had to wait behind this utility. Excellent coming in.
Fire, but Spirit aren't playing anyone. They're putting in smokes, so the chance of the bomb plant here for the Mongols, and it will come through. Even this one, down to a retake.
Nowhere to hide here. Gonna fight for this long control. Smoke fades. Spirit coming in.
Through the long side, damage put down range by the Mongols, but to capitalize, can't follow up on his Ontics either. Storms on in through short. So no issues there, leaving B down to the retake for Team Spirit.
First fight weighed so heavily there in that post point. As the smoke fades, so it could be worse timing. That is the problem with the side post points, right? Well, obviously the guns are back in the Mongols, but they just have no position. There's nowhere to stand. You're back to down. It's not favourable positions. So the exit comes at a cost. It is so Mongols, isn't it? Single AK. But the entry does come in. You weren't expecting that by, were you? Surprise hits hard, but now record. He's just 3 rounds, but it's not enough for the clutch. How the hell did Don get a double on short? They knew he was in position. Cobra ran it down. Don hit the open. It's 2 frags. That's one of those moments of miscommunication where you can see Cobra just running for that kill, but 2 of his teammates made default to fight Don first. Would have loved to see them just give Cobra a little bit of room and time to find that free kill. That would have been a Mongols round of force the fight again. Goes up heaven with a vengeance. Takes an early kill and parts with ease. Short smoke, match ready for it. Sees 4 players involved. 3 right now. Spirit taking fights all over the shop. It's running a Molotov. It's the classic Mongols. They are just throwing everything out there right now. And it's not doing well.
Double for Techno, but won't lead to much. Magic's nearby, ready to trade. No issues for Team Spirit. Starting off on this CT side of Ancient.
Definitely feeling the frustration for the Mongols right now, because Spirit are playing a dirty game. Let's be honest, right? Dog running up heaven, lots of retakes. Magic's rushing cave. It's very aggressive CT side right now for Team Spirit.
Yeah, this is where Mara's called in the early timeout. Often you'll have kind of blitz, call some absolute crazy out-of-pocket stuff, and then in comes Mara to kind of lay down the law. Maybe something a little slower here for the Mongols. Said it on map 1, but the blitz and man brain seemingly only capable of thinking I found impressive here was, considering the rounds we've had, Spirit did a really good job of like not burning the kill straight away, right? Able to kind of lay that down a little bit later, slower mid takeout of the Mongols. Also means that just the investment here by holding onto a bunch of it. Serious bank account early rounds. Full swing, this into the pistol.
Shying away from the fight. What comes in? And down our Spirit, so let's see how they solve this puzzle. Almost starting to rush. Once in a row here. Cobra fairly low health, outfit. Distance around this box like shield. Spirit want to reach their middle together. Big gap is cave. One that Mongols are taking as I speak. Lead this round.
It's the best spot they've been in. It always is.
Okay. Spirit's just boxing them in. That is the round. Less. And there it is. No AWP saved here. Bit of a disaster on the way out.